Hello, and welcome to Mcfluff.com. Today we're counting down our list of the top 8 best songs of all time. Or at least my favorite 8 songs. Right now. Number 8. Welcome to the Machine by Pink Floyd. This is the second song on the album Wish You Were Here. It's a mostly instrumental 7-minute long song that features heavy synthesizer use. The entire band plays on this song, but the star of the show, the stealer of the spotlight, is obviously Richard Wright. Be it in the form of his exquisite synth solos or his subtle harmonies behind David Gilmour's lead singing in the chorus. Speaking of Gilmour, he plays the 12-string acoustic guitar on this track, creating a very open sound that pairs perfectly with the atmospheric nature of the song. The drumming is kept to a minimum, except for some timpani and cymbal hits. The minimalistic structuring and the airy soundscape of this track is what makes it my favorite Pink Floyd song. Number 8. Hacker by Death Grips. This is a high-energy treadmill anthem. It has a very obvious boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap drum beat that makes it probably Death Grips' most danceable song yet. And combined with a loud hook is what makes it my favorite hip-hop song of all time by far. It's just so goddamn catchy. You can listen to this song, hate it, and still have "I'm in your area" stuck on your brain for hours. Flatlander comes through with his best production yet, and MC Ride's vocal delivery is as close to perfection as possible. The only other songs that Death Grips have ever made that can hold up to this are No Love or maybe Beware. Number 6. Yoga by Björk. I had to have some female talent on this list now. Björk, the best thing to ever come out of Iceland, set this track loose September of 1997. It follows a strict verse-chorus-verse structure and uses string instruments heavily. They fit perfectly under Björk's beautiful voice. The verse-chorus-verse structure can be tiring for some because it gets pretty repetitive, but with a chorus as huge and melodic as this, I don't find that a problem at all. This track is a perfect example of mixing the organic with the synthetic, with the strings and vocals probably being the only non-electronic instruments there. Björk also makes this laughing sound around the 420 mark that makes my heart melt because Björk is the most wholesome artist of all time. Number 5. Idiotech by Radiohead. This is probably the most synthetic song by Radiohead yet, featuring a sample from Paul Anka's Mild und leise sitting under Tom York's panicked voice. The lyrics convey urgency in many ways, with lines such as "Who's in the bunker, women and children first, take the money and run, and Ice Age coming." When I listened to Kid A for the first time, this was the song that stuck with them the most, probably due to its danceable synthetic drum beat. Number 4. The Glow Part 2 by the Microphones. Oh, were you falling asleep? Sorry, that tends to happen with my videos. This song doesn't have a verse or a chorus for that matter. This song has intro, middle and outro. The intro is a simple riff played by what sounds like a simple distorted acoustic guitar a la Neutral Milk Hotel. The middle part seems at first to be a simple acoustic folk song, but slowly evolves into something beyond that with sustained organ chords. Around the 2:40 mark, singer Phil Elverum sings what might be the best held note of all time. Shortly after that, drums slowly creep in as the entire thing builds into a cheerful, upbeat instrumental with bass, electric guitar and drums. The lyrics seem to talk about a failed suicide attempt. Number 3. The Stars Are Projectors by Modest Mouse. This is the end of what I consider to be the first half of Modest Mouse's third album, The Moon and Antarctica. This is a song that constantly moves forward. It uses dynamics to its advantage perfectly. It has everything from intense mid-tempo heavy riffing to a nylon string guitar picking away quietly. It's the most varied song on this list by far, and it has to be in order to keep up with the 8 minute and 46 seconds runtime. As with most songs from The Moon and Antarctica, there is some sort of atmospheric sound to it, probably thanks to Isaac Brock's use of the EBow. This song has too many parts to count in this simple list video. I would recommend this song to anyone who loves melodic songs, and I would recommend The Moon and Antarctica as well. It's not on Spotify, but there are other means of listening to it. The entire album has this cold, distant feeling. The way every track fits in exactly where it sits and feels like an ever continuing story is what makes it my personal favorite album of all time. Number 2. 747 by Kent, the Swedish version. This is the only song on the list that isn't sung in English. Kent was a Swedish rock group where none of the members were actually named Kent. This song, the closer to Isola from 1997, is a continuously building masterpiece that gets more and more intense for every second that passes. Joachim Berger gives us imagery of transportation, love and disaster throughout the 3 verses of this thing. The chorus is instrumental, featuring a synth melody instead of Joachim's vocals. But the singing and verse-chorus-verse structure is what makes this song this high up on the list. Only the first half of the song's 7 minutes and 47 seconds runtime consists of verses, choruses and vocals. Right out of nowhere comes a dream pop influenced bridge in the middle of the track, and after that comes the reason why it's this high up on the list. The 4-minute instrumental that is repeated over and over again until it fades away at the end. It's almost hypnotic the way it repeats over and over again, with so many subtle variations in the guitar and synth melody. This is by far my favorite song to come out of Europe. Number 1. Helpless Child by Swans. Ambient noise and choir sounds fade in. Half a minute later, a simple repeated melody comes in, with a single synth note droning underneath. Some synths play around slightly, and when this has been going on for 1.5 minutes, a hi-hat starts playing quarter notes. An electric guitar starts playing as an acoustic guitar starts picking in the front of the soundscape. 3 minutes into the song, Michael Girard starts singing about mothers and fools in an almost monotone melody. This is the longest song on the list, clocking in at 15 minutes and 48 seconds. A man in a cowboy hat sings about submission, dominance, masochism, sadism, dependence, abandonment and parasitism for a third of the song. This is also the most repetitive song on here, the same chord being played for 3 minutes around the middle part of the track. When it finally resolves, it's like being hit by every single negative emotion in the world at the same time. This song is the musical equivalent of slowly dying, crying in the corner of a dark room. This song is the musical equivalent of being left behind to die. This song is exactly what it says at the tin. A song that makes you feel like a helpless child. This song is proof that even the smallest detail can change everything in a major way, and all of this points together make it the best song of all time.